Hey, you're listening to Jibber Jabbers with Manny and Johnny Boy. What's going on, bro?
So, bro,
Yeah, not too much.
what do we got? It's Friday, November 25th, 2:11. It's 44 balmy degrees out.
It's still not too bad out today, though.
No, it's not. I mean, it's rainy.
Yeah, yesterday was freaking nice, man.
Yeah,
If there wouldn't have been salt on the roads, I would have took a spin on the bike.
probably still would have been a little too cold for you.
No, it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice for me, a fat guy.
No, it was nice for me too. I was just saying.
I don't know. I think you still would have been a little sissy.
Possibly, but anyway, um, I forgot to mention when we were talking during the week, we were mentioning motorcycle shops and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what? I forgot to mention Arkport Cycles.
Yeah.
It's in Andover, right?
Uh, what is that?
It's a
It's
little
like on
past
the
Dansville.
outskirts of Arkport. I
Arkport?
think it's what is that? Hornell, isn't it?
No, I think it's Andover.
I don't
I'm
know.
I'm pretty sure it's Andover. But forgot to mention them, and we forgot to mention Cortez uh, motorcycles out there in Henrietta too.
Yep, yep.
They got some. They usually have pretty nice bikes there at decent price.
Yeah, they got pretty good deals.
I mean, that's where you bought yours.
Yeah,
So that was what, about 4 years ago.
yeah, about 4 years.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was So how'd your? There we go with the so. People are gonna get drunk. Drinking game.
Yeah,
How was your Thanksgiving?
uneventful.
Yeah, I kind of heard that from you when you were texting me yesterday, and we had the grandkids over and the kids, and it was a big headache.
Oh, I bet you it was a fun time.
It was a good time. I mean, I ate a lot. I had two good platefuls and wanted to take a nap.
Well, of course you did.
Yeah. So, um,
Yeah, I had Chinese for dinner.
yeah, that does sound good now too, though.
Oh, it was delicious.
Well, you guys were supposed to go to uh, friends,
Yeah.
so you didn't end up going to the wife's aunt's house.
No, she came down with something. She was in bed all day sick and didn't want to get anybody else sick, so we just stayed home.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I told her to just stick a face mask on. That prevents everything.
Oh, of course it does.
Yeah.
Of course it does. What a bunch of shit that is, but
I mean, she could have wore three and probably been okay.
well, they say that if you wear 3 to 5, you're okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Fauci says.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's like the master guy, so gotta listen to what he says.
right. So I got a call from Bill Robinson yesterday. um, he ended up having to go out of town for all these lawsuits and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
he will probably be on. We're gonna get him on sometime next week, though.
Cool, cool.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. So
Oh, he always does.
yes. Um, so I'll just let the listeners know that we have a website now.
Oh.
Yep. And it is www.jibberjabbers.net.
.net.
.net.
Well, it's definitely official if it's .net.
Yeah, because the .com was full, or already taken, and it was about little kids
Oh yeah,
stuff or
I
something.
was looking the other week or whatnot, and um, it's a kids TV show or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I went on the website and saw a picture of a baby on there, so I'm like, oh yeah, it's a kid thing.
Well, I mean, it kind of suits us. I mean, we're both big babies.
Well, yeah, true. But the other thing too is our IQs are all about the same too.
Yeah.
I'm at 18 point. I was at 18.5. I think the last time we talked about it. I think I'm at After doing some research and reading and stuff, I think I actually went down to like 18.
Well, I'm not too far behind you then. I'm 17.
Yeah, yeah, you were right up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's not bad.
no, no, that's a good IQ.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised I'm at 18.
I mean, being the IQ we are, I'm surprised we could walk and talk, really. But
Yeah, I know that's kind of surprising. So during the Thanksgiving dinner yesterday, I was trying to ask my wife, like, how many food groups we had. Well, she thought I was stupid and didn't answer me. So I'm thinking in my head, everything that I'm eating, everything. And I came up with, I think, 37 different food groups I had yesterday.
oh man, so it's pretty healthy.
Yeah. That is not even counting dessert.
Hmm.
Because dessert, we just had a cake and ice cream. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know how many's in that. I'd have to think about it, but
Probably like 3 or 4.
yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I probably had a good almost 40 food group dinner and stuff yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Healthy.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Especially had little rolls, dinner rolls or whatever they're called.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, those alone are, I think, two, maybe three,
Yeah. 2, 3.
2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I had butter on them. So that's another one. That's another food group.
Yeah.
So we're up to 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah. 3 or 4 total so probably about 43 food groups yesterday for Thanksgiving dinner. So, and I'm sure a lot of people, had about the same. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. Um, so what do you do today?
I had to work today.
How was that?
It was awesome, like usual.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I got to play around in the ghetto and, you know,
Play with some garbage.
yeah.
See, do you see any? You know what? I just remembered. You're gonna have to tell the story about the animal thing that you told me that one time. Remember? It,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
There's a bunch of them, really, but
yeah. But let's take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Try a cup of delicious coffee, regular or dark roast.
yummy.
They have donuts,
Yum, yum.
muffins,
Mmm,
those little Timbits,
delicious.
sandwiches,
Yum.
soup,
Yummy.
cookies,
Mmm, cookies.
and much more.
Don't forget about those delicious steak wraps.
Oh, steak wraps.
Visit your local Tim Hortons cafe today.
Tim Hortons. Okay, we're back. What are you drinking over there, Johnny boy?
Obviously, Tim Hortons.
Oh, well, of course. Nice commercial from us for Tim Hortons there.
Yep.
Yeah. So I wanted to do a shout out to all of our listeners. Thank you for listening. You both are wonderful.
Yeah, you two are the best.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So go ahead with your, well, I guess you get a couple stories, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple. So I pick up a lot of apartment buildings, multiple cans in there, and this one specific one I pick up, we gotta wheel all the dumpsters out of garages. There's smaller cans on wheels, so I'm going through the apartment complex. I'm at almost the end of it. So this one particular garage, I always see squirrels and stuff in there. They get in the cans, rustle around in there, eat the garbage.
Right.
So walk up to the can, and usually they'll jump out when I pull up. So I'm wheeling the can out, just out of nowhere, the squirrel jumps out of the can, hits me in the face like,
He's like kicking you?
yeah, it was like kicking me real fast right in the side of the face, and then bounced off and took off. Scared the hell out of me. So, yeah, that was a good one. I'm sitting there yelling at the squirrel across the parking lot as it's running. People are probably looking at me like I'm crazy.
So you're yelling at the squirrel.
Yeah.
You're lucky he didn't come back and maybe like beat your ass the rest of the way.
I mean, it could happen, I
I mean,
guess.
he did hit you a few times, right?
I mean, it was a hood squirrel.
So did you ever did you ever see that squirrel again,
No,
or you think he's waiting for like the right time? He's gonna get all his buddies to, you know, jump you one morning you're out there.
he might. I hear him. They must have a nest or something up in the ceiling of the garage because I could hear him scratch around up there when I go up to get the dumpster out.
Yeah, there could be. There could be.
Yeah.
What was the other one you were thinking about there? Like,
I mean, there's a bunch.
well, I think people want to hear like a funny one.
I mean, that was pretty much the funniest one.
That was the funniest one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen a lot of raccoons, bunch of rats, tons of rats.
Really, any big ones?
I had one today. I was lifting a can up to dump it. One jumped out, hit my driver's side window,
Good.
bounced off the window.
It was a good thing it was down or up.
Yeah.
The window was up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had them land on my arm before, hit my arm, having the window down, you know.
Jesus. It was scare. Give you a little scare.
Oh, yeah.
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 You ever sharded when it happened or
No.
no?
No, I just scream like a girl.
Kind of like you do when you see a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had a spider come down right in front of my face last night. I was going to walk out of the house. We were going to pick up our Chinese food, and I put my baseball cap on, and there was a spider hooked to it. It shot right down in front of my eye, landed in my beard, and then went down to my shirt. I had a little sissy attack there.
So were you screaming like a little girl?
Oh yeah.
And
My-
what
my-
was your wife doing?
Well, my wife was in bed. She was sick.
Oh, that's right.
My
Yeah, that's
my
right.
daughter was standing there with me, and she's laughing at me. She's like, "What's the matter, Dad?" I'm like, "It's a freaking spider."
Oh my God. Oh boy. Yeah, that's something. I don't like spiders, but I don't, whine like a little girl or scream.
No, but if you see a bee, that's pretty funny there.
Well, a bee is a little bit different story. I've had
Yeah.
some couple incidents with bees, so
Yeah, maybe we should hear a story about that.
yeah, no. Well, yeah, maybe. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's kind of hard to tell them without cursing, I guess.
Not really.
Well, it's hard for me.
I mean, I think it's hilarious when you see a bee start imitating Michael Jackson, doing your little
Oh.
dance across the yard.
Yeah, I probably do that, but I don't want them near me, so. Yeah, I could do without bees around.
Yeah, I would say you could.
Yeah. Okay, so the bike deal, or the bees, I mean. Friend of mine and I, Malachi, we were riding out to Canandaigua, and we're going through the Pumpkin Hook area.
Yep.
Yeah. And, I'm doing, we're probably doing about 40, 45 or whatever, and had my vest on, he had his vest on, and I see this big round thing coming at me. I didn't know what it was, and it hits me in the vest, and then I thought it just went, hit me and then bounced off or whatever.
Yeah,
About-
and you get that every time we go out, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Something's bouncing off you, hitting you in the face, or
Yeah. So maybe about a minute later or something, I feel like it was like a quick 1, 2, 3 on my my nuts, on these nuts.
the nuts.
Yeah, the nuts. And so I'm, put my hand down there and, whatever. And I, Kai's wondering what the hell I'm over there doing, So we pulled over the side of the road. And I'm like, yeah, I just got stung or something in the nuts 3 times. He's laughing, of course. you
Well,
know.
yeah, it's funny.
So we're probably 3 or 4 minutes away from McDonald's. I had to go to the bathroom anyway, and I want to make sure everything was all right. So, undo my pants, and boom! All of a sudden, there's a cucumber and 2 tomatoes there, and I was kind of like nervous, like, oh shit, something's wrong. But I'm I ended up calling the doctor, and I couldn't get in right away, so I went to CVS to get to see ask them what I could put on it. So she's like, "Well, what do you need it for?" And her name was Leah that worked there, and I told her what happened. She started to laugh. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Manny. It's just kind of funny, And I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
It is kind of funny.
So after about 2 weeks using that stuff, the cream, whatever it was, it subsided. I guess you could call it.
And I mean, were you disappointed when?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I mean, you're not used to seeing it, really, right?
Right, because of the stomach and stuff, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So then the other time was this year. I'm riding down the road, doing about 45, 50, and I didn't see it coming, but I felt something hit like on the corner of my glasses, kind of like knocked my glasses off a little bit, stung me. I got stung twice, like in the eyebrow and then in the corner of my eye.
No, of
So I was going to Tim Hortons, of course, to get a coffee,
course.
and I go in there, and one of the girls is like, "Oh my God, what happened to you?" I said, "Oh, it was a bee hit me in the freaking eye and stung me." Because she goes, "Well, you better go in the bathroom and look at it." So I go in the bathroom and look at it, and it was swollen pretty good.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So I stayed there for maybe, I think I was there for like an hour and a half before you got out,
Yeah,
having ice on it and stuff because I couldn't see, you
yeah,
know. So I think we rode around a little bit, and then I had to come home because I couldn't see.
yeah. I remember you sent me a picture,
Yeah.
and it was just a picture. You didn't write anything,
Right.
and looked like somebody beat the hell out of you.
Yeah, I
I
know it
mean,
did.
the whole side of your face was just swollen. Your eye was swollen shut.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, now that we have a website, which is www.jibberjabbers.net, I can put that picture of the eye
Yeah,
on our website.
yeah.
It'll be in the gallery so you can see it.
That'd definitely be a funny picture to put on there.
Yeah, yeah, that was a good one.
The funniest part was when we were riding after that, that whole side of your face was swollen right up,
Yeah,
and it was like kind of floppy, I guess. It was like flopping with the
yeah,
wind.
yeah. I could feel like my like under my cheek, like my neck. I could feel that flapping. It was freaking flapping hard too, man.
Yeah.
Doing 60. Yeah, that was free. That freaking hurt.
I couldn't look over at you. Every time I looked over, I started dying laughing.
And then the wind going, around the sunglasses, it was making my eye, flicker
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
too, So it was brutal.
He had a
Um,
flappy eye.
yeah, I had flappy eye. um, but yeah, I will get that picture up on our website here soon, and we will continue in a little bit here. I'm not really sure what we can call this episode, but we'll see. But we'll be back.